Well, guys, here in Connecticut, so far it seems like we're pretty well screwed, beaten down, and left for dead, basically. So now they have no idea what to do with the law. They signed the bill, it's law, but now the Department of Public Safety, the ones that have to enforce the law, have no idea what they're reading, because it seems they're coming up with all type of interpretations of their own. One of them being is, if you had purchased a gun and you were in the 14-day waiting period before this went on, and you have not yet received your gun, that you're not going to be able to complete the purchase. So, in the long run, that means, I guess, the money goes back to the customer, and if the store has it in stock, I guess they're kind of stuck with it. Not unless they work with their distributors enough to know that they can exchange it for something else, I don't know. But that's part of it. Then they had a question on the rimfire, because there's a question in there, something about if it resembles an assault type rifle, it's banned. But then it says rimfires is another story. Well, what's that do for your M&Ps, your Rugers, or your little 22 rifle rimfires that have that assault look to them? Are they in or are they out? Well, there's a number of these questions coming up, not only from the dealers, but naturally from us, the Joe Blow in the street that just got screwed. So the Department of Public Safety is going to have another meeting on the 8th, which I believe is this Monday, to determine how these laws are to be read. So not only do we have the government writing laws that they have no idea what they're writing about, because they really don't. We've seen that just by that asshole, what's her name out there, that was thinking once you empty out your magazine, you throw it away. And dealing with these kind of people, they're writing our laws. And then when they throw it on to the Department of Public Safety's hands to figure out how to enforce them and how to determine what's right or wrong in them. So now, I've got pretty good faith in the Department of Public Safety. I know a lot of the people up there, and I know a lot of them are for us, and there are a few that really don't give two wet ones. So I don't know how that's going to work out up there, because nobody knows who's in charge, and nobody knows who to talk to. Now, I did get a letter, an email from a friend of mine that owns a store as to the list of weapons, guns, that are banned. And this list, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's spelt right out. 1 is, 2 is, 3 is, so if you can read, you can understand it. It's not throwing you all over the place to go to paragraph 7 to check on 6 and go back to 4 to find out what 19 means. It's a plain and simple list. Now, I don't know if anybody has that. If not, I would be more than happy to post it for whoever's interested. But again, Connecticut kind of got the royal at this time. Now, I hear there's a few things in the works, but that means absolutely nothing at this point, because it's really hard to turn around something that's already been put in. I heard there's some lawsuits, but okay, big deal. What's that going to do? It means absolutely nothing. So now that Connecticut is screwed, along with New York and I think it's Colorado and Massachusetts, I heard, or I seen it someplace, I really don't remember where I seen it, if it was on YouTube or not, but the governor's office in Connecticut is forming a posse and contacting another 4 or 5 states to follow. And if they need any help, they will help them with the loopholes. Now, I heard a couple of the states were like Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, New Jersey, so I really don't know, because like I say, I'm speaking with forked tongue there. To be totally honest with you, I heard it or I seen it, but I don't remember, because within the last few days I've gotten thousands of emails, so I couldn't tell you, who it was from or what. I'm just hoping that it is posted again so somebody else can see it. But guys, other than that, keep your guard up, because they're going to start sneaking things in the back door, even on the federal level. Meanwhile, I'm cleaning a few guns. I did another class yesterday. I mean, that's the good part of it, but the other side of the coin is, I would rather give up all the money that I've been making on classes just to get us back to where we were. And I'm 2 steps away of giving up my NRA instructorship, because I am state certified as well, so I really don't need the NRA one. But again, why at this point to even think about being an instructor? I mean, it's stupid. You can't get ammunition. It's getting way out of hand. I seen somewhere the other day a box of 50, 45 caliber. Oh, I know where it was. It was USA Ammo. A box of their 50, 230 grain, 45 caliber, brass, full metal jacket, $100 a box. Now that same box a few months back I was buying for $19. That's $18.99 exactly. And then you buy 4 or 5 dozen of them, and it costs you another $50 or $60 for shipping. But now they're up to $100 a box. Now this is a manufacturer of this ammo, the way I understand it, and they're saying it's hard to get the 45s. Well, come on, they're manufacturing them. To me, that's just putting us over the coal. So I'm not going to deal with them anymore. I've dealt with them for years. I've spent a lot of money with them, and I would never have thought that they would do something like that. I can't see $2 a bullet for a 45, for a round of ammo rather. $100 a box. That's ridiculous. So, but anyway, listen, I'm cleaning my guns here. I did a class yesterday. And again, I've been doing them actually a lot. I'm sure all the instructors out there are doing them. It's not just me. But I'm averaging about 40, 45 students a week. I finished one up on a Friday night. I started it at 8 o'clock. And I didn't get out of there until well in the morning hours. And then I had to be back there again Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. It was almost a point to where I should have just put my feet up and fell asleep there. But I decided, come home, try to get a couple hours, take a shower, refresh myself, and get back into the game. So anyway, I got to clean a few guns. Now, one of my questions is my sonic cleaner shit the bed. Does anybody have any suggestions as to a good sonic cleaner? And a large one at a fair price. Something that I can put, 2 or 3 frames in if I wanted to. So I don't know what's out there. I haven't really looked lately. There's been so much going on with everything else. So, but if anybody knows, I'd appreciate it. And if anybody hears anything, naturally I appreciate it. So let's all stay in the loop and hope it works out. And I just ate up my 10 minutes of fame just now, so I'm going to back out of this and clean the weapons, and then I have to go do some yard work. Catch you guys later. And like I said before, if we don't police ourselves, the government's going to do it for us. God bless us.